throughout high school, I always had one favorite teacher. I had him 3 years of my high school career, multiple years in a row, by the one teacher that I had a true, genuine understanding of and connection with. And that was my welding teacher, Mr. Johnson, one of the greatest guys I've ever met. However, Mr. Johnson's class never exactly was just a normal class. It was welding FFA fabrication. So that being said, 90% of the class was guys, and my 90% of them were all of the same age, and we were given welders, hammers, and just random stuff to mess around with. So this particular day in my junior year of the class, so this is after I've had this class for 2 years, I've had multiple lessons, multiple years of having him as a teacher. It was the third month of junior year, and it was the time about when everybody starts learning the rules of how you're supposed to weld, how you're supposed to go about things, the safety precautions. So instead of being in the lab out welding things, we were out in the classroom doing all the safety briefings, all of the safety things that you need to do. One of my best friends at the time, and still to this day, Caleb, was in the classroom with me. And how I mentioned earlier, you put a whole bunch of guys, same age, with welders and hammers in a shop, they're going to do bad things out there. But when you move that into the classroom and you're given things such as tape measures, random things of tape, a whole box of stuff to write with, all this different pencils and equipment and stuff, we tend to mess around when we're in that kind of situation too. So Mr. Johnson decided that he was going to go out and help one of the other students who had previously welded in the year before, that he was going to go out and help him do some sort of project and advise him how to do it. As soon as he stepped out of the room, Caleb and I started playing baseball with our Chromebooks. Our Chromebooks are the school-issued laptops that we were given, and in this particular day, we had decided that using masking tape and rolling it up in a ball to resemble a baseball, and using our Chromebooks, picking them up like a bat, swinging them was a great idea, and it would be a lot of fun since we couldn't be in the shop. So this goes on for about 5-10 minutes. Johnson's nowhere to be found, and it gets to the point where I'm pitching and Caleb's hitting. So he takes his Chromebook, swings it like a bat at a ball of tape, lets go of it, and it flies into my Chromebook that's sitting on my desk, just open, sitting there. This happens right as Mr. Johnson walks into class. He sees the whole thing. My Chromebook shattered, like pieces everywhere. I had never broken anything, any school property before, anything. I'm sitting there like, what do I do? Like, how do I get out of this? I ended up having to lie my way out of everything and figure out a way to not throw my friend Caleb under the bus. I had to go get it paid for. I had to go get it fixed through the school. Luckily, nothing ended up happening too terrible. And when talking with Mr. Johnson, I had to make up some BS story of how my Chromebook just randomly got pushed off the table and how none of these tape balls were just completely random like some other class had them. So I ended up having one of the weirdest days of my life when my friend shattered my Chromebook using it as a baseball bat to hit a piece of tape as a baseball. And don't mess around in the classroom with the school-issued Chromebook, because it's not a great idea, and you'll probably pay the price for it.